Hey, what's good YouTube? My name is Brandon Washington. I am a full-time filmmaker, YouTuber, and podcaster, and today I'm going to be breaking down how I use Ecamm on a weekly basis to produce our live stream that we turn into our podcast. All right, so we're going to be breaking down exactly what we do when it comes to setting up our live stream with Ecamm. Now, there's a few things that we do right off the bat. For starters, we use Ecamm to be able to broadcast our stuff live on YouTube. Also, we use Ecamm to do all of our recording. And something unique that Ecamm does that is a godsend for us is that it records each individual localized file. So this means every camera that we have going into Ecamm gets its own clean feed. Our audio and sound effects get their own clean recording. And if we bring a guest in, which we're going to talk about more about later, their feed gets recorded as well. Because not only do we go live, but we also then turn our live stream into clips that we post throughout the week. And then we go even further and turn those into shorts and reels that we can use on social media. And so by being able to record everything individually, it gives us way more room in post. Now, when it comes to actually doing our live stream, I control the entire live stream from right here. Not only do I have my microphone here and I engage with my co-host Jarrell, but I'm also controlling everything from here. One of the big things that I love about Ecamm is the fact that it has Stream Deck support, which means I can switch all my cameras using Stream Deck accessories. For example, I have a Stream Deck XL right here on the floor. I use a pedal, and so that's how I go about switching between our 3 different cameras. But I can also use Ecamm's overlay and tap those into certain buttons here on my Stream Deck. So this means I can have graphics, sounds, and camera switching all at the push of a button. And as a nice little bonus on top, because I use a certain brand of lighting, I can actually tap in lighting effects, and literally Stream Deck allows me to do all this at one push of a button. Now, truth be told, I actually didn't start with Ecamm. I started with another program, but there's a few reasons why I switched. The first and main reason is just image quality. With Ecamm, I'm able to stream at a much higher resolution. I can stream at 1440p and even up to 4K. And the one thing that I love is that all of my processing is done on my computer versus on the cloud. This means that I'm gonna get a seamless, consistent image and a high quality image for that matter on my live stream for the entire duration of the stream. The other reason why I went with Ecamm was, again, the ability to live stream to multiple destinations. When I first started this live stream, I started on my main channel, and then quickly we decided to move it over to its own channel. But during the transition, so that my audience would be able to naturally migrate, we streamed to both channels simultaneously. And with the integration with both channels, I was able to pull in comments from both and bring those up on stream, which was great because that sort of just helps with the overall engagement of the show. So, you know, there's a few reasons why we have decided to stick with Ecamm and why I honestly can't see us switching. One of the big ones is the individual scenes. You know, when it comes to the scenes within Ecamm, you can get crazy with the customization. You can pre-program them so that way you can have certain setups based off if you want to do the screen recording or you want to have a guest on. That's probably one of my favorite features. It's like, one, just how easy it is to bring a guest on. And with a pre-created scene mapped to my Stream Deck button, I can bring my guests in and they can interact with us live. But also you can do things special for your audience. Like whenever a super chat hits, have certain scenes that have graphics that play. I mean, there's just so much you can do within Ecamm that you can get super customizable and create an experience for your audience. And that's ultimately what we try to do every single week, bringing in graphics, bringing in elements like photos and music and sound effects that really my audience just ends up having a great time throughout the entire stream, that by the end of it, we're still wanting to keep going, but because of time, you know, we have to end the stream. So if you are someone who is thinking about live streaming or even just recording and you're looking for a all-in-one solution that's going to be able to allow you to bring in graphics, allow you to bring in music, and give you the best quality image out of it, I strongly recommend you check out Ecamm for yourself.